Politicians do not believe they answer to a higher power. They're a reflection of an American society and culture that has abandoned any fear of God, any respect for God, any respect for our founding and the founding principles. This country was based on a fear and a respect and our rights coming from a higher power, from the Most High God. And we just don't have that anymore. So I was watching George Santos, and he doesn't feel like he answers to anybody.
I mean, that is definitely true. But isn't it a little bit convenient that for Jason Whitlock, a conservative Republican lying a whole bunch to get elected by a party that is totally fine with their elected leaders lying constantly is not his fault. It's not conservatives' fault. It's certainly not Republicans' fault. It's godless, it's atheists, I guess. It's the libs. He needs to bow down before a higher power. The dude is claiming to be a member of multiple religions. I feel like he's hyper-focused on religion. Why aren't you giving him credit for that, Jason Whitlock? But anyway, he has more to his theory. Let's jump into this.
And he certainly doesn't answer to the American people. He thinks they're stupid. But there was a time, I've lived long enough, when a man's word actually meant something. A handshake, you make a promise, you stand on, but those times are long past. They certainly don't exist in politics. And so I would ask every man, woman, child, anybody listening, why we don't have a political problem in America. We have a spiritual problem. Our spiritual resolve has been broken, and that's why everybody's comfortable lying, seizing power by any means necessary. And this is on both sides. Men who believe in God are our only hope.
That didn't seem to bother Tulsi at all, but none of it really did. She was just nodding along as if everything Jason Whitlock was saying was perfectly reasonable. It's one instance in which she was filling in for Tucker Carlson. It would have made a lot of sense for Tucker Carlson to be on there because his blank stare would have made sense considering what was being said by Jason Whitlock, where you can tell lies now because you're not afraid of God. It's a religious thing. It's not a political thing, which is convenient, especially for him to say. And here's why I say that. Let's go to this last clip.
But right now, if I just went with gut feeling, blood in, blood out, Trump in, Trump out. This is a gang. And I hate to use that analogy, but I'm not coming up off of this.
Okay, so Jason Whitlock wants you to believe that the reason George Santos feels like he can lie is because he's not afraid of God. I have an alternate explanation as to why he feels like he can tell insane lies and won't suffer any consequences. Jason Whitlock just demonstrated it. Donald Trump has told a billion lies constantly, and has it led to Jason Whitlock, a guy who wants you to believe that he thinks your word is the most important thing. He remembers when a handshake used to mean something. He's still supporting Donald Trump. He literally cited in the George Santos thing that people feel like they can seize power if they want because they're not afraid of God. He's supporting Donald Trump, the insurrection guy. I would say it is very much a political problem, a problem where people don't honestly seem to care if people are lying to them in their campaigns, and Jason Whitlock is very much a part of that group. Sorry, Brett, what do you think?
Well, the fact is that George Santos can't get people anything, right? The goal for most people when they interact with politics, there's two potential goals. There's either the goal that it's transactional. I want to get something. A lot of people will put up with Donald Trump's lies, actually love it just because it's entertaining. I guess I should say the other thing. The other thing is just to be entertained, to feel like somehow they have control in a world where they might not have as much control as they want. And the control they demonstrate is by essentially going, oh man, when someone has a sick burn, or like you're stupid when they see something popular that they don't want to be popular, and then they comment on it. Donald Trump gave them both of those things. Now, those same people are very religious typically, and they say that like, oh, God is great and I need to, revere him and live by his code so I can get into heaven or whatever. They're willing to put that aside because Trump was so entertaining, and also Trump got them the Supreme Court justices they needed to outlaw abortion.
Yeah.
So I want people to think about the caring coefficient, like how much do people actually care? They say, here's the thing I care about, but you got to multiply it by something to get the actual amount of caring they have. I'd say like international relations, They say they care about it, they don't really care about it. They care about if they have a job or if they're saving the immortal souls of babies. That's most Republicans. And so the immortal souls of babies thing, they're in the minority on that. But when it comes to jobs and things that put food on the table and protect their family, they do care more about that. That is a high value caring that they have. And in this situation, no one cares about Santos. They're willing to kick him out insofar as they can replace him with someone who will get them the transactional result that they want. If they can't,
I want to at least see that. Then
they don't.
If they do that, that'll be worth something.
And I mean, and what Trump has done is essentially lengthen the fuse of how long people are willing to wait to see if a bomb goes off, right? The Trump used to be, you got caught in a certain kind of scandal, you would have to apologize, you would have to resign. People used to do that, like Nixon resigned. Trump just didn't. And so people are willing to put up with it longer. So the looking around to see if this guy actually has to go anywhere just takes longer in a post-Trump era.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.